Welcome to HD Rare Coins 111, the place where history meets treasure. Here, every coin tells a story, from the oldest United States classics that shaped our past to the newest rare discoveries that amaze collectors today. If you love the thrill of uncovering hidden value, exploring the beauty of design, and learning the secrets behind coins worth fortunes, then you're in the right place. Join us as we dive deep into the world of rare U.S. coins, both old and new, and reveal the fascinating details that make them priceless. Top 1. The story of the 1980 Roosevelt Dime begins in a fascinating chapter of American coinage history. Small, shiny, and often overlooked, this little silver-colored coin has traveled through the hands of millions, quietly carrying the image of a man who led a nation through one of its toughest times, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. But what makes this particular 1980 dime so special that collectors now search for it like hidden treasure? The Roosevelt Dime series started in 1946, shortly after President Roosevelt's death. It was more than just a coin, it was a tribute. Roosevelt had been a great supporter of the March of Dimes, a campaign dedicated to fighting polio. And so, the dime was chosen to honor his legacy. But by 1980, the design that had once been carved in silver had changed dramatically. Gone was the silver that once shimmered under the light. By 1980, the United States Mint was striking dimes made of a copper-nickel blend. These modern coins had a different feel and sound, lighter in the hand and slightly duller to the eye. Yet, even with this change, the Roosevelt dime kept its charm, and for collectors, it held hidden mysteries. The 1980 dime was struck at multiple mints, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint added its unique touch, but the hunt always begins with one question: is there something unusual about this coin? Sometimes it's a mint error. Sometimes it's a rare strike. And sometimes it's something truly extraordinary. For the 1980 dime, rarity comes from a combination of perfection and peculiarity. Some dimes from this year were struck with unusual precision, showing razor-sharp details in Roosevelt's portrait and deep, mirror-like fields. Others show rare minting errors that make collectors' hearts race. Among these errors are the famous off-center strikes, double dies, and even transitional mistakes. Imagine holding a dime where Roosevelt's face is slightly doubled, or where the letters, Liberty, appear ghostly and blurred. Those coins, though born of mistakes, now shine as treasures. One of the most valuable varieties discovered is the 1980 Roosevelt dime with a missing mint mark. These rare dimes, mostly found from the Philadelphia Mint, slipped through the presses without the small letter P that should identify them. To collectors, such an error is a marvel, a coin that defied the minting system. The Philadelphia Mint, in 1980, had only recently begun adding the P mint mark to its coins. So, a few missing mint mark dimes from this year mark a rare and transitional moment in mint history. It's this delicate overlap of change and chance that makes them valuable. The design of the coin itself remains a symbol of pride. Roosevelt's calm and determined profile faces left, embodying leadership and resilience. On the reverse, a torch flanked by an olive branch and oak leaves reminds us of liberty, peace, and strength, values that echo through every American coin. Collectors often marvel at how something as small as a dime can carry so much meaning. It's not just metal, it's memory. Every mark, every edge, every glint of light tells a story of America's economic, political, and artistic journey. By 1980, billions of Roosevelt dimes were produced, so finding one that stands out takes patience, luck, and a sharp eye. Many collectors spend years searching rolls of dimes from banks, hoping to catch that one coin that escaped the mint with a unique story to tell. The excitement grows when a collector finds a coin in mint-state condition, perfectly preserved, with no scratches, no circulation wear, and full luster. Such coins are often stored carefully in protective cases, as they can be worth thousands of times more than their face value. Even the smallest details, like a slightly misplaced date or faint doubling in the letters, can turn an ordinary dime into a numismatic masterpiece. Experts often use magnifying lenses and microscopes to uncover these hidden gems. The 1980 Roosevelt dime also carries sentimental value. It connects generations, from grandparents who used dimes for payphones to children who first learned to save money with them. It's a piece of the American dream, shaped in metal. For investors and hobbyists alike, this coin represents more than its weight. It represents a pursuit, the thrill of discovery. The possibility that one day, tucked inside an old drawer or change jar, a fortune might be waiting unnoticed. Stories abound of collectors who stumbled upon rare dimes in ordinary pockets. One man found a near-perfect 1980 dime in an inherited coin jar, later discovering its rarity and selling it for an astonishing price. Another collector purchased a sealed roll of 1980 dimes from a flea market. Among them was one era dime that made headlines for its condition and rarity. That one small find turned into a life-changing discovery. For those who love the hunt, the 1980 Roosevelt Dime is more than just a collectible. It's a challenge, a mystery, and sometimes, a reward beyond imagination. The beauty of coin collecting lies in these moments. When a simple piece of metal reveals a story, it becomes priceless. Every scratch, shine, and curve connects us to history. So next time you hold a dime, look closely. The date 1980 might just be the key to an incredible surprise. Because one rare dime from this year, under the right conditions, can be worth a staggering fortune. Collectors all over the world continue to seek this coin, and as time passes, the rarity and demand only grow. Each year, fewer perfect examples remain, and their value climbs higher. If you ever come across a shiny 1980 dime that looks different, don't spend it. Study it. Examine every detail. You might be holding something truly extraordinary. This coin has become a legend among modern U.S. coins. A symbol of how even the most ordinary items in our pockets can hold hidden treasures if only we take the time to look, and that's what makes coin collecting so magical. It turns everyday change into timeless history. The 1980 Roosevelt Dime continues to remind us that treasures aren't always made of gold. Sometimes, they're made of nickel and copper, shining quietly through the years. Collectors cherish these coins not just for their value, but for the story they tell, a story of discovery, of passion, and of America itself. So, check your change, open those old coin jars, and take a closer look at your dimes. Who knows? You might find a piece of history waiting to be discovered. Because one rare 1980 Roosevelt dime has been valued at an incredible $110,000. Remember to comment below if you have any Roosevelt dimes, and we'll help you find out if yours is valuable. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments to keep the coin story alive. Top 2. The 2003 Roosevelt Dime may look like just another ordinary coin resting quietly in your pocket change, but its story is far more fascinating than most realize. Behind its small size lies a remarkable legacy, and for collectors, this particular year has become one of mystery, excitement, and unexpected value. The Roosevelt Dime series began in 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt, whose leadership through the Great Depression and World War II left an indelible mark on the nation. He was also a champion of the March of Dimes, making the choice of this coin a heartfelt tribute. By 2003, the Roosevelt Dime had already been in circulation for more than half a century. The design remained familiar, Roosevelt's dignified profile on the obverse, and the torch, olive branch, and oak leaves on the reverse. Yet, something about the dimes minted that year would set certain examples apart forever. At first glance, a 2003 dime might seem ordinary. It weighs just 2.27 grams, composed of copper and nickel, and measures 17.91 millimeters across. Millions were minted that year. But within that ocean of identical-looking coins, a few rare pieces turned out to be worth a small fortune. Collectors began noticing unusual 2003 dimes with striking differences, some with double die errors, others with unusual mint marks or proof-like qualities that made them sparkle unlike any other. It was the kind of discovery that sent shockwaves through the numismatic world. The Philadelphia and Denver mints both produced dimes in 2003, but it was among these that era varieties began surfacing. Some coins showed doubling in the inscriptions like Liberty and In God We Trust, while others appeared to have slightly off-center strikes. One of the most talked about finds was a 2003 dime struck on the wrong planchet, possibly intended for another denomination. This incredible mint error created a coin that was lighter, thinner, and unlike any regular dime, instantly turning it into a collector's dream. Even more astonishing was the discovery of certain 2003 dimes with mirror-like surfaces, believed to have been struck under exceptional conditions or from specially polished dies. These coins carried proof-like brilliance, standing out dramatically from normal circulation pieces. Collectors prize such coins for their beauty and uniqueness. Under magnification, these dimes reveal exquisite detail. Every line on Roosevelt's face, every torch flame perfectly defined, and every letter sharply raised. Some 2003 dimes also had die breaks, creating raised lines or small lumps on the coin's surface. To most people, they might look like flaws, but to collectors, they're fascinating signs of minting history, capturing the exact moment something went slightly wrong at the press. There's something magical about how a small imperfection can turn an everyday dime into a numismatic treasure. These mistakes tell stories of machines working overtime, of slight misalignments, and of rare accidents that escape the mint's quality checks. The reverse side of the coin, with its timeless symbolism, continues to inspire. The torch stands for liberty, the olive branch for peace, and the oak branch for strength, three ideals that have guided America for centuries. By 2003, technology at the U.S. Mint had advanced significantly, yet even with precision equipment, human oversight and random errors remained part of the process. Those errors became opportunities for collectors to uncover hidden gems. The thrill of finding a rare 2003 dime lies in its unpredictability. You could find one in a pocket of change, a jar of coins, or a coin roll from the bank. That moment of discovery is what keeps collectors searching year after year. Every collector knows the feeling, the heartbeat quickening as a coin reveals something unusual. The tiniest mark, the faintest doubling, or the softest shimmer can change everything. Some dimes from 2003 were preserved in pristine condition straight from mint sets or rolls. When graded by professional services, these flawless coins earned high grades like MS-68 or MS-69, sending their values soaring. The Roosevelt Dime, though often underestimated, remains one of America's most consistent and enduring coin series. It represents the balance of simplicity and national pride, a design that has remained virtually unchanged for decades. The story of the 2003 dime also teaches collectors an important lesson: never ignore the small coins. While dollars and quarters often get attention, the humble dime has proven time and again that big surprises can come in small packages. For young collectors, the 2003 Roosevelt Dime can be a wonderful starting point. It's a coin that combines modern history with the excitement of discovery, an example of how even recent coins can hold great potential. Numismatists often say that every coin has a voice, a whisper of the time it was created. The 2003 dime whispers of a nation confident in its progress, yet still cherishing the legacy of one of its greatest presidents. Its design remains a timeless reminder of Roosevelt's courage and the ideals he stood for. Each time you hold a dime, you're holding a piece of his story, one that continues to inspire generations. As the years go by, collectors are finding that high-grade and error 2003 dimes are becoming increasingly difficult to locate. Many have been lost to time, melted down, or spent without notice. Those that remain in perfect condition now hold significant value, both historically and monetarily. They stand as symbols of how the smallest things can hold extraordinary worth. One particular 2003 dime, flawless and unique in its error, stunned the collecting world when it sold for a jaw-dropping amount at auction. That sale reminded everyone that even modern coins could carry incredible value. It's the stories like these that keep coin enthusiasts passionate. Every new discovery rekindles the excitement of the hunt, the chance that the next great find could be sitting unnoticed in plain sight. So, if you have a 2003 Roosevelt dime tucked away somewhere, it might be time to take a closer look. Examine its surface carefully, study the mint mark, and notice the details. You never know what you might find. Collectors today treasure the 2003 dime not just for its rarity but for the hope it represents, the belief that treasures are still out there waiting to be discovered by those who care to look. Coin collecting isn't just about money, it's about history, patience, and the thrill of uncovering something special. And sometimes that special find is no bigger than your thumbnail, because one rare and remarkable 2003 Roosevelt dime has been valued at an astonishing $61,000. If you have any Roosevelt dimes in your collection, make sure to comment below so we can help you find out their value. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments to keep the adventure of coin discovery alive. Top 3. The 2008 Roosevelt dime may seem like just another small coin that passes through your fingers every day, but behind its ordinary appearance lies a story filled with mystery, history, and unexpected value. Many collectors overlook it, yet this tiny piece of metal has the power to surprise even the most experienced numismatists. When people think about valuable coins, they often imagine old, silver, or gold pieces from centuries past. But what if I told you that a simple dime minted in 2008 could be worth thousands of dollars? That's right. Sometimes the most valuable treasures are hiding in plain sight. The Roosevelt dime has been part of American life since 1946, designed to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a man whose leadership guided the country through some of its darkest days. His image on the dime serves as a symbol of courage, recovery, and resilience. By 2008, the Roosevelt dime had already been in circulation for more than 6 decades. The coin still featured Roosevelt's iconic left-facing portrait on the obverse, with the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year 2008 placed around it. On the reverse, the famous torch, olive branch, and oak branch proudly represented liberty, peace, and strength. Though billions of dimes were struck that year, only a few turned out to be special, rare, unusual, and incredibly valuable. It's those hidden gems that have made the 2008 dime a legend among coin enthusiasts. Collectors quickly discovered that certain dimes from this year had fascinating minting anomalies. These weren't easy to find, but for those who did, the discovery was nothing short of thrilling. Some 2008 dimes displayed doubling in the inscriptions, particularly around the word Liberty and Roosevelt's profile. These double die errors occurred when the coin die shifted slightly during production, creating a doubled image that could only be seen upon close inspection. Other 2008 dimes were struck off-center, leaving parts of the design missing. Some were even slightly misaligned, creating rare variations that collectors eagerly sought. These mistakes, while unintended, turned regular coins into works of art forged by accident. There were also stories of transitional errors, coins struck on planchets intended for other denominations or made from incorrect metal compositions. These types of minting mistakes are extremely rare and can make even a modern coin worth a small fortune. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. A 2008 Roosevelt dime in mint state condition, perfectly preserved with sharp details and a flawless surface, is worth far more than a worn example from everyday circulation. Collectors often grade these coins using a scale from 1 to 70, with the top grades like MS-68 and MS-69 being especially prized. Dimes graded this high reflect perfect strikes, full luster, and brilliant eye appeal, qualities that make them irresistible to collectors. What makes the 2008 dime particularly interesting is its mix of modern minting technology and the occasional human error. Even with advanced equipment, small mistakes still slip through, and those errors are now the reason some of these coins are so valuable. One fascinating aspect of coin collecting is how errors transform an ordinary coin into a historical snapshot. Every flaw tells a story of the minting process, the machinery, the pressure, and the precision that sometimes wavered. Some collectors even found 2008 dimes that appeared to have missing details or faint inscriptions due to weak strikes. These are rarities too, especially when combined with perfect preservation. The reverse design of the dime remains symbolic and elegant. The torch represents freedom, the olive branch signifies peace, and the oak branch stands for strength and independence. Together, they make the dime a powerful symbol of the American spirit. Although the 2008 Roosevelt dime is composed mainly of copper and nickel, its true worth lies not in its metal content but in its rarity, condition, and story. It's a perfect example of how something seemingly simple can become extraordinary. Imagine finding a 2008 dime in your change jar, only to discover later that it's worth thousands. That's the magic of coin collecting, an adventure where history and luck intertwine. Every collector dreams of that moment, when a coin glints under the light, and something looks just a little different. That tiny difference could be the key to unlocking its hidden value. Across the United States, collectors and dealers have shared stories of incredible finds. 2008 dimes that appeared ordinary but turned out to be worth a fortune once authenticated and graded. One such example came from a roll of bank-wrapped dimes. A collector noticed a slight doubling on the date, had it examined, and was stunned when experts confirmed it as a rare error. That small discovery changed everything. Another collector uncovered a proof-like 2008 dime with flawless surfaces, earning one of the highest grades ever given to a modern dime. Its sale at auction surprised everyone and reignited interest in newer Roosevelt dimes. For beginners, the lesson is clear: always check your pocket change. Every coin, no matter how new, has a story to tell, and sometimes that story is worth thousands of dollars. The 2008 dime is a reminder that treasure doesn't always sparkle like gold or silver. Sometimes, it hides quietly among your everyday coins, waiting for someone curious enough to notice. Collectors cherish these small discoveries, not just for their value but for the thrill of the hunt, the joy of uncovering something rare, beautiful, and historically meaningful. Each coin connects us to the mint workers who created it, the machines that struck it, and the countless people who may have handled it before it became a collectible piece of art. Even in a modern era of precision minting, errors and varieties keep the excitement alive. The 2008 Roosevelt dime continues to prove that modern coins can still hold incredible secrets. As time passes, high-grade examples and rare error dimes from 2008 become even scarcer, driving up their value and making them sought-after prizes for collectors worldwide. So, take a closer look at your dimes. Study them carefully under good light. You might just discover one that stands out, a coin that tells its own unique story from 2008. Because one exceptionally rare 2008 Roosevelt dime has been valued at an astonishing $48,000. If you have any Roosevelt dimes in your collection, make sure to comment below so we can help you find out if yours could be valuable. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments to keep the love for coin collecting alive. Top 4. The 2013 Roosevelt dime may look like an ordinary coin that jingles in your pocket, but its story goes far beyond everyday change. This little piece of American currency has captured the attention of collectors for its remarkable beauty, hidden variations, and unexpected value that can turn a simple dime into a true treasure. Every coin tells a story, and the Roosevelt dime is no exception. Born from history and shaped by craftsmanship, this coin connects us to the past while still circulating in our modern world. The 2013 edition carries forward a design that has stood strong for more than half a century. The Roosevelt dime was first minted in 1946, right after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. It was America's way of honoring the man who guided the country through the Great Depression and World War II. Roosevelt's leadership and compassion for ordinary citizens made him a perfect figure to appear on a coin used by everyone, every day. By the time 2013 arrived, the design had barely changed. On the obverse, Roosevelt's left-facing portrait remained calm and dignified, surrounded by the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year 2013. On the reverse, the torch flanked by an olive branch and oak branch still represented liberty, peace, and strength, timeless American ideals. But not all 2013 dimes are created equal. While billions were minted that year, a few rare and fascinating examples stand out for their errors, conditions, and striking appearances, making them worth far more than 10 cents. Collectors began noticing unusual 2013 dimes not long after their release. Some had doubling on the inscriptions or Roosevelt's features. Others were slightly off-center or had strange marks that revealed tiny minting mishaps. These accidental imperfections became the foundation for their immense value. One of the most exciting discoveries came from a 2013 dime struck on a blank meant for another denomination. Such a rare error is called a wrong planchet error, and it makes the coin lighter or heavier than usual, instantly catching the eye of experienced collectors. There were also proof-like examples of the 2013 dime that seemed to shine with mirror-like brilliance. These coins weren't intended for circulation, but somehow a few slipped out of mint sets and ended up in everyday hands, where sharp-eyed collectors later found them. Each error or variation gives the coin a story, a glimpse into the precision and unpredictability of the US Mint. Even with advanced technology, no system is perfect, and those imperfections are what makes certain coins extraordinary. Condition plays a major role in determining a coin's value. A 2013 Roosevelt dime found in perfect mint state condition, untouched and free from scratches, can command hundreds or even thousands of dollars more than a circulated example. The highest grade examples are graded MS-68 or higher, showing flawless luster, sharp details, and no blemishes. For serious collectors, owning such a coin is like holding a masterpiece of miniature art. The Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints all produced dimes in 2013, and each location leaves its mark with a small mint letter P, D, or S near the date. Certain varieties with unusual mint marks or die errors from these locations have become prized possessions in the numismatic world. Some collectors have also found partial collar errors, where the rim of the coin looks thicker or uneven, giving the dime a unique appearance. Such minor details might seem small, but they make all the difference to collectors. The reverse design of the 2013 dime continues to inspire admiration. The torch, standing tall in the center, symbolizes freedom. The olive branch on the left represents peace, while the oak branch on the right stands for strength and victory. Together, they embody the enduring spirit of America. What makes modern dimes like the 2013 edition even more fascinating is that they blend history with technology. Each coin reflects both the legacy of Roosevelt and the precision of modern minting. For many collectors, finding a rare modern coin feels like discovering a secret hidden in plain sight. It's a reminder that even in today's fast-paced world, history still lives in our pockets and purses. Stories have circulated among coin hunters of incredible finds in coin rolls, vending machines, and even change from the grocery store. One lucky collector spotted a flawless 2013 dime with a striking mint error and later learned it was worth thousands. Another remarkable 2013 dime turned up in a collection inherited from a relative. What seemed like a simple coin at first turned out to be one of the rarest modern examples ever discovered. The thrill of discovery is what drives coin collectors forward. Every coin examined under a magnifying glass could hold the next big surprise. The 2013 dime continues to fuel that passion with its combination of rarity and subtle beauty. It's also a reminder that no coin is too new to be valuable. Even coins minted just a few years ago can have hidden treasures waiting to be uncovered by those who know what to look for. If you ever come across a shiny 2013 Roosevelt dime, take a moment to study it. Look for tiny details, the sharpness of Roosevelt's portrait, the spacing of the letters, or any unusual marks. You might be holding something extraordinary without even realizing it. Collectors value not only the monetary worth of these coins but also their connection to America's story. Each dime carries the spirit of Roosevelt's leadership and the artistry of those who designed and struck it. In the grand world of numismatics, the 2013 dime holds its own as a modern marvel, a small coin with a big story and even bigger surprises for those willing to look closely. Coin collecting is an adventure that rewards curiosity and patience. Whether you're a beginner or an expert, the excitement of discovery never fades, especially when a coin like this can transform a simple moment into something unforgettable. Every time you hold a dime, remember, it's not just a coin, it's a piece of American history. And sometimes that history turns out to be worth far more than you can imagine, because one remarkable 2013 Roosevelt dime has been valued at an incredible $32,000. If you have any Roosevelt dimes in your collection, make sure to comment below so we can help you find out if yours could be valuable. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments to keep the excitement of coin collecting alive. Top 5. The 2021 Roosevelt Dime may look like an ordinary coin at first glance, but for those who know where to look, it holds a story filled with surprise, craftsmanship, and hidden value. Small in size yet rich in history, this tiny coin continues to capture the imagination of collectors across the United States. Every year, the U.S. Mint produces millions of dimes that pass through countless hands unnoticed. But every once in a while, one coin stands out, a small mistake, a rare strike, or a perfect minting condition that transforms it from common change into a collector's treasure. The 2021 dime is one such coin. The Roosevelt dime has been a part of American life since 1946, created to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt shortly after his death. His strong leadership through the Great Depression and World War II earned him a place not only in history books but also on one of the most frequently used coins in America. Over 75 years later, the Roosevelt dime's design remains largely unchanged. On the front, we see Roosevelt's noble profile facing left, along with the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the date, 2021. The small mint mark, representing where the coin was made, sits proudly beside the date. The reverse design still carries the same powerful symbolism. The torch in the center stands for freedom, the olive branch represents peace, and the oak branch signifies strength and independence, three ideals that have defined the American spirit for generations. But what makes the 2021 Roosevelt dime so fascinating to collectors is not its design, but the rare and unusual varieties that emerged from the mint that year. These errors and special strikes have elevated some dimes from 10 cents to thousands of dollars in value. Among the most sought-after 2021 dimes are those with doubled die errors. In these coins, certain details, like the inscriptions, "Liberty," or "In God We Trust," appear slightly doubled, giving them a distinct and eye-catching appearance under magnification. Another intriguing variety is the off-center strike, where the image is shifted slightly to one side, leaving part of the design missing. The more dramatic the shift, the more valuable the coin becomes. Collectors have also reported 2021 dimes with missing mint marks or partial rim errors, making them rare and highly collectible. Such minting mistakes are incredibly uncommon in modern coin production, which makes finding one an exciting event for numismatists. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced the bulk of 2021 dimes, while the San Francisco Mint struck proof coins with a stunning mirror-like finish. These proof dimes, if preserved in perfect condition, can also hold impressive value. When it comes to value, condition plays a key role. A 2021 dime in pristine mint state, known as MS-68 or MS-69, can be worth hundreds, even without an error. But if that same coin carries a visible minting flaw, its price can skyrocket. Collectors and investors alike prize coins with sharp details, strong luster, and flawless surfaces. Even the smallest scratch or mark can make a big difference in value. What's fascinating about modern coins like the 2021 dime is that they blend advanced technology with the unpredictable nature of the minting process. Despite today's precision machinery, rare mistakes still happen, and those mistakes become treasures. Some collectors have discovered 2021 dimes struck on the wrong planchet, meaning the coin was made using a blank intended for another denomination. Such errors are extremely rare and can turn an ordinary coin into a numismatic marvel. These discoveries often happen by accident. A collector checking through a roll of dimes might notice one that feels lighter or heavier, or looks slightly different. That small difference can sometimes mean a life-changing find. The beauty of coin collecting lies in that sense of discovery, the possibility that a simple dime could hold a secret worth thousands of dollars. It's a thrilling hobby that connects people to history, art, and craftsmanship all at once. Even though the 2021 dime is a modern coin, its value lies not only in rarity but also in the passion it inspires among collectors. Every year, new discoveries prove that modern coins can be just as exciting as older, silver-era treasures. The 2021 dime also marks a moment in time. It represents an era of change, resilience, and continuity in American coinage. Despite new technologies and shifting trends, the Roosevelt dime remains a symbol of unity and national pride. Proof and uncirculated versions of the 2021 dime, if kept sealed in original mint packaging, have also shown strong collector demand. Over time, these coins may continue to appreciate in value as pristine examples become harder to find. For many, the 2021 dime serves as a reminder that beauty and value can come in small forms. It's easy to overlook such a tiny coin, but its story carries big meaning. Every coin in circulation today has traveled through shops, pockets, and hands, each one quietly collecting stories. But for a lucky few, that 2021 dime might not just hold history, it could hold fortune. Coin enthusiasts encourage everyone to check their pocket change carefully. Sometimes the rarest finds come from the most unexpected places: a coin jar, a grocery store, or even a handful of change from the bank. Collectors have found valuable 2021 dimes by accident, simply by paying attention. That's the beauty of numismatics. It rewards curiosity, patience, and a good eye for detail. If you ever come across a 2021 Roosevelt dime, take a closer look under good lighting or a magnifying glass. Look for doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual finishes. What seems like a regular coin could be a hidden gem. Each Roosevelt dime reminds us of Franklin D. Roosevelt's enduring legacy, a man who stood for hope and recovery, symbolized forever through the torch of liberty that graces this coin. As the years pass, collectors know that today's modern coins can become tomorrow's rarities. The 2021 dime is proof that even the newest issues can hold great surprises. So next time you handle a dime, don't dismiss it as just another piece of change. It might be part of America's hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Because one extraordinary 2021 Roosevelt dime has been valued at an incredible $15,000. If you have any Roosevelt dimes in your collection, comment below so we can help you find out if yours could be valuable. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments to keep the excitement of coin collecting alive.